This is why nobody wants to work for you. 1. Too much complaining. 2. You don't appreciate. 3. Bad communication. 4. Exploitation. 5. Salary delays. 6. No incentives. 7. Being too strict. 8. Workaholic. And here is the breakdown. 1. Too much complaint. As a farm owner, you have the right to speak out and be frank with your workers if they go wrong. But doing it very often and without care will also make your worker not want to continue with you. Are you a farmer who complains bitterly over and over again whenever your employee does something wrong but keeps mute or quiet when they do the right things? Don't only open your mouth when things are bad, open them to also show appreciation. Errors are bound to be made, and that is what makes us human. If your caretaker is drawn to a wrongful deed and sincerely apologizes, accept it and never mention it in their face again. Excessive blaming and nagging will make them appear less appreciated. It is fine to scold them from time to time, but be careful how you go about it if you do not want to end up working alone on your farm. 2. You don't appreciate their effort. Must you always blame? If your employee does something right, pocket your ego and pride. Walk up to them and let them know that they did the right thing. As simple as thank you very much for alerting the veterinarian on time. I really appreciate it. Will brighten your worker on the farm. To get more of such praises, he will be forced to do more of the good things. Say words of encouragement and motivation to your workers to keep their energies high. Never on your farm make your worker conclude that whether they did the right thing or not, you are still going to keep quiet over it. Praise and blame accordingly. 3. Bad communication. Lack of proper communication on your farm can do you more harm. If there is something you want your worker to do, be clear about it and maybe have them repeat the instructions given. Don't assume that they know what they are supposed to do. I remember one time I asked my mother to formulate the feed in a particular ratio for the piglet. She ended up using that formula for all the pigs on the farm. The consequence was that I ended up spending more money on feed. Give clear directions and avoid ambiguity in your statement. Too many or in your instructions will confuse your worker. Take it slow and a step at a time. If you find yourself losing good workers, it could be that you confuse your worker and then come back to blame them for the wrong thing done. 4. Trying to exploit them. You are in farming for profit and your worker is also on the job for compensation. Will you agree to pay any of your close persons the amount you give to your workers? If your worker feels cheated and quit, that is better for you. He could have stayed with you and made more money from selling your feed and veterinary supplies. A happy worker is a productive worker. If they feel their effort and their salaries are not matching, they are left with no option than to look around for better offers. 5. Salary delays. How consistent are you with the payment of salaries to your workers? Can they bet on your payment times? Do you hold them in suspense as to when their accounts will be credited? One of my female pig farmers in a chat said she doesn't know where her fault is. Anytime she hired a new staff, they end up quitting in the first 2 months. I asked and she said she doesn't really know. Upon interactions with the worker, he said the woman repeatedly told him about how hard things were for her, so he should give her some time to settle him. The funny part was this woman was always buying in new pigs into the farm to be taken care of by this same poor guy and at the same time complaining of hardship in front of him. Should he believe this woman? Don't delay the salary of your worker. Even if you will, let them know about it ahead of time and compensate them if need be. 6. No incentives or commission. Tips are often given to workers on the farm. For instance, if I come to buy pigs from your farm and your worker is being helpful by assisting me get them on the vehicle safely, I can give out something small to him. As a farm owner, do you feel he is not entitled to any other payment aside their salaries? Don't be in a competition with your worker. Allow them to keep what is duly theirs. Do not ask them to buy anything with the money given to them for your farm. Though I don't pay my mom, there's a commission for her anytime sales are made on the farm. She knows what she goes through on the farm. Sometimes I allow her to price the pigs by herself, negotiate with the buyer, and close the deal all by herself. It has always been very effective and I will continue to use it. 7. Being too strict. Humans are not robots. You don't have to expect your worker to operate as though they are functioning with an engine. Rules are set by humans. It is also humans that will break them. Doing the same thing all the time is in fact very boring. There is no joy in that. Allow your employees tap into their own creative minds. Be flexible in your leadership. Permit them to make some mistakes. They will learn from that. Do not let your worker start sweating as soon as he sees you approaching. There is no growth in an environment with too much yes sir, master. Reserve commands for your military friends. 8. Work, work, work. No personal time. This one to me is the most boring. Imagine working on a farm where the only moment you get to sit with yourself is the bedtime. How will you feel? Most employees in our side of the world, especially the informal sector, think they are paying you so you must work your ass off. The moment you decide to take a rest, your boss appears and orders you to clear some grass around the farm, fill the tanks with water, and test that genset if it is still functional. Your worker will feel he has no life inside your farm. By this, give your employees the space to do what also matters to them. You can even be on the farm with them, doing nothing related to the farm. You will sit with them, ask a little about their life, how they are loving the job, any future ambitions they wish to pursue, and a whole lot of things. Let them know you sincerely care about them as a person. Do you now know why your workers keep running from you? Are you also thinking of hiring? Practice what I discussed with you and see how happy people will be to work with you.